Hello, today we're going to look at the new user interface for Rose Retail. I'm going to touch on some key differences between the old interface and the new, but most importantly I want to walk you through how to create and complete a quick order and send it to your lab. Once you click on the Rose icon on your desktop or go to the particular lab that you're using and they're using the new interface, you'll see this screen. At the top left you'll actually see the lab's logo and not the Rose logo. In the middle area is what we used to call a splash tip, now the home page. This is always on. In the old interface, the splash tip would appear. The lab was able to push out information about new products and services or maybe deadlines of sales. They'd click OK and the splash tip would go away. In the new interface, the home page is always on. We envision enabling and embedding videos in here of how-to of different products and services, or just how to complete an order for new users. Again, if there's ever a question, always come back home. At the top right, you'll see the Home tab, the products where you actually create the order, the cart where you'll review the order and the line items within the order, and then the uploads to push the order with the images to your particular lab. The vertical tabs are just the same as the tabs at the top right. It's just two different ways to get to it, especially for new users. We want to get them into the ordering process. So I'm going to hit this start ordering. The first thing you're going to see is over on the left hand side, sizes and options. If you're familiar with Rose, each product has its own set of options. The cropping area in the middle with the rotate layout down below, and then we have the images over on the right hand side. We're going to go grab some images from our hard drive. And then over on the right hand side you can make these images smaller or larger. One of the new features is enabling your thumbnail area to pull in more than one set of folders from your hard drive. So I'm going to grab a new set of images, and now you can see we have categories within the thumbnail area. At the top right, you can click on this little arrow key and you can make the images full screen and also make them larger on your screen here, where we're looking at more high-res images than just the low-res proxies that you see in the thumbnail area. Again, maybe a quick little slideshow or for presentation inside the studio, or just for your presentation to yourself at the studio. Now we'll grab an image, we'll pull it across, we can crop it however we want, we can hit add to order. At the top right you'll see in the cart the number of items and the running total for the order. Over in the thumbnail area you'll also notice that we have a little blue cart icon that represents that this image has been added to the order. You can notice at the top and the bottom and the crop area is much larger in the new interface than the old. One way we were able to accomplish that, if I drag across a couple different images, and while we can still rotate the layout with the blue buttons at the bottom, you can see there's no rotate image. Now if you click on the image, the tools, the cropping tools of each image follow the cursor, so there's no questions about which product or which image within which product that I'm on. And then you can crop it, and there's no round trip between here and going down to the old interface and doing the zoom in, zoom out. Especially for new users, we feel like this is going to better represent exactly where they are within each and every product. We're going to add order here. And again, you can see the cart area at the top right. If there's ever a question from the photographer or consumer, they can always just go back home. One of the other new features within the new UI is that in the home page, we've always been able to link out from this HTML that the lab provides to the lab's website to get more information. Now you can click on the icon within the home page and it'll actually drill down to that product within the catalog itself. Let me go back and show you that again. If we click on this area, it'll drill down to the catalog to the product that we were trying to market within the home page / splash tip. You also notice at the bottom, the catalog is at the bottom left because the catalog represents both sizes and options. So when you switch catalogs, everything above that will switch as well. Let me create a couple images, a couple items with the. Now we see we have $7.25 with 3 items. We're going to go to the cart at the top right. You can see we've cleaned up the checkout process. The options are all vertical, but we've also split out the order options from the shipping options. So once we reviewed the line items and we like the cost and the options and everything is correct, we're going to the checkout process, and this is where we enable the shipping options. We have the steps 1, 2, and 3, things they have to complete and make a decision before the order is sent. If they don't make a decision, we're going to hit the place order at the bottom. You can see we have these little blinking icons. You have to make a decision on 1 and 2. So we're going to do that. We're going to click on Charge Lab Account, UPS, and Send Now. And we're going to place the order. Now watch at the top right, the Uploads area. Go to the Uploads, or we can print out a receipt. At the top right, you can see the green, something's happening. Now they can go back and start ordering from a new product, a new order, but we can see that something's happening in the background. That order is being sent to the lab. It's a visual representation that, hey, don't close the Rose Retail. It's something that's happening in the background if they want to start a new order. Again, the home page, if there's ever a question, go back home. We have new linkable products from the home page into the catalog itself, a brand new and exciting cropping area that really comes into play when we talk about cards and books, because there's a lot of representation of the card and we need as much user real estate as possible. This is a new user interface for Rose Retail.